Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some more Ultra League battles here in the premiere, and we're going to be bringing back Roserade because I saw your comments talking about Poison Jab, and, well, I am going to be doing that for you. I did make several different Roserades during this Community Day because I knew it was going to be pretty good. I did TM away Bullet Seed and get Poison Jab, completely spaced out the fact that Poison Jab was buffed, and also it's Poison type, so it's getting Stab. So it's probably going to be a good idea to test it out with Weather Ball. Of course, you're going to have Weather Ball, period. So we're going to go with Leaf Storm, and man, it was just working great today. Roserade put in some work with Poison Jab, and I'm going to have to say, you're going to want maybe Poison Jab. I know yesterday I was like, you want Bullet Seed. Poison Jab is the way to go. Wow. The Leaf Storm is just great, and then, of course, that Weather Ball. And we're going to be pairing it up with... in XL, Shadow Granbull with Charm. Yeah, you're going to see the power of OP over here. And then the good old trusty rank 3 shiny Empoleon, which is just going to be a great Pokemon in general. So we'll get into the commentary here in a minute. The raids have changed. Forced updates has happened, and I was a little nervous, but I really didn't run into too many problems in Go Battle League. The game's a bit laggy, the raids are a bit laggy, but I'm going to give you a bit of advice. If that's happening to you, maybe you're in and out of the app, which can cause those kind of things to happen. So restart your app and then kind of try to stay in the app if you don't want that kind of puttering and skipping to occur. And if it still happens, then, you know, there's something else going on. But just a little heads up on to potentially help you with that, because it can get really annoying when you're trying to pick your Pokemon, revive them, and all that good stuff, and you have all those bonuses that are now live, which is pretty neat. I mean, it's nothing super game-changing. The visuals are amazing, I must say, for the like 2 raids that I did do. One of them I couldn't get into because, fortunately, it was like full or something. But other than that, you got the little things at the end showing who won and did the most damage or the best fashion or whatever the case may be. And I'm all for that. That's awesome stuff. You know, but if we start seeing more bugs, then, you know, we're going to have another problem. But, you know, we'll just try to stay positive here because the internet, as far as Twitter is concerned, is really going off the rails here. But with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for these battles up against the Galvantula with our Empoleon here. And I thought I may be able to take it out. Unfortunately, they're going to survive with that energy. So we're going to go ahead and throw in Granbull, and in hopes that they go for lunge. Going for a discharge. No more shields on either end. They have a Glade, and we are charming down. Did you just see how much damage that did? Just throw it in the Roserade to take out the Glade before it can throw a charge move. And man, oh man, what a combo that was, folks. Let's keep it going here. Leading with the Granbull the entire time. Same team. Let's go. Met with a Shadow Ampharos, and we're going to go ahead and shield this up. Pretty sure we can take it out with charms, right? Yes, beautiful. They were about to get off that next Thunder Punch, bringing in a Shadow Executor. They got a Shadow team going on here. We're going to go ahead and throw that Crunch, getting their first shield, and they are taking us down. And we're bringing them down to half health with the Charm Granbull, bringing in the Roserade, taking super effective damage from the Confusion, calling that Bullet Seed, and we're going to let it go. Holding on to that last shield. They're swapping into an Abomasnow. Now, I was thinking, maybe I should have got off the Weather Ball. That's fine. It's fine. We'll play this one out here. So long as we shield up an Energy Ball, we should be able to be perfectly fine. But to be honest with you, at this point, do we want to survive with the Empoleon? We can go in here with the Roserade and just go for the Weather Ball. They're not, yeah, that was definitely not going to be one. So we're calling it, going for the Drill Peck here. We're comfortable. Yeah, they got no more shields. They're going to be able to get this one off. We go in with Roserade. We have a Weather Ball, throwing that on the Executor. We're just swapping here. And so did they, but we take them out. And, yeah, it's all kind of crazy right there. We're taking the win there. Let's keep it going. What are we going to see for the next battle here? And it is going to be a Swampert. And with the team comp that I do have, we do know it's going to have Earthquake right now. We're going to let it go. We're going to call. We're thinking that they might go for the Hydro Cannon here, and they go straight for the Earthquake. Good call. And they're going to be able to one-shot us with that Shadow Granbull, bringing in our Empoleon here. And we know it has Earthquake. So we're going to go ahead and try to get this off before they throw. Maybe they shield up. Maybe they want to get some shields out of us before they go down here. I'm going to go ahead and shield this up. It could have been an Earthquake. We couldn't take the chance, and this is definitely not going to be one. Another Hydro Cannon here. A little bit more damage before they do go down, but we're going to have some energy coming out of this at half health. And they have their own Empoleon. They may have a fire back there. We'll have to see. Maybe a charm user. If that's the case, well, then we can go ahead and throw in that Roserade here. Just kind of risk it. Not going to build up to Leaf Storm. We're going to get those off soon. You'll see. It's going to be pretty awesome. Going for the Weather Ball, which is nice neutral damage because it is going to be part steel. We are going to be using our last shield here, unfortunately. They have one shield left. If they get a drill pick off, it is going to hurt us a lot. So, how is this going to play out here? Oh, that's right. They swap, and here's your Leaf Storm, folks. You want some? Well, come and get some. I kind of got a little excited, started doing circles like, oh yeah, it's the leaf animation. And I don't know, couldn't they won if they would have just stayed? I almost feel like they gave it to me. They're like, yeah, showcase it. Good game, good game. All right, moving on to our next opponent. Maybe I just miscounted. I didn't know where they were at for their energy. We're met with a Drifblim for the next battle with the Granbull. And you're going to just be able to see all kinds of fun matchups that this Granbull is going to have. Good, bad, going up against things that resist charm, but still doesn't really matter. It doesn't even look like it's resisted because of the ridiculous amount of damage it does off-put. And we're going to go ahead and get off that crunch here, trying to get a shield from them. And we're swapping into our Empoleon. Now, I didn't really think we were going to be able to take it out before it got off an Icy Wind, so this is a little unfortunate. And then they do swap into a Kingdra, which is going to be massively resisting water. And with our attack debuff, it's not the best situation, but we're really digging in. It's slowly but surely happening here. And what are they going to go for? Just straight outrage. Almost going to be able to take us out, gaining a little bit more farm before we do go down. And then we'll just bring in the Granbull and farm it down. I think it might be able to get to an Octazooka. No, it doesn't. Those charms are just ridiculous. And the Drifblim is very low. So what are they going to do? They have an Empoleon back there. They're going to have to use that last shield here. And we have our Roserade. This is going to get a little bit tricky. But we should be able to pull this off. Instantly swapping here. And expecting a Hydro Cannon? No, they're going for a Drill Peck. We're just going to stay here. I mean, what do you mean? I mean, we're not going to throw. We're going to farm down here. And we have no shield, so they're going to be able to get this off. And they lowered our attack. But another Leaf Storm for you. You want to see it? You'll love to see it. Now let's go ahead and take out that Empoleon with over half health. And with lowered attack on the Roserade, we're still able to finish it off. It's not even completely super effective as well. So we're met with a Escavalier resisting our charm. But we are doing a lot of damage, outpacing it as far as the quick moves are concerned. I'm going to go ahead and shield up this drill run here. I do believe I double shield this because we don't, you know, Roserade's going to have a great time. Actually, I think we don't double shield it. Roserade's Weather Ball can one-shot it, I do believe. Yeah, we're just going to let it go down here and bring in Roserade and take it out before it gets off a charge move. And so we're just going to go for that instantly. See what they got in the back. As long as we take that thing out, the Empoleon's going to be looking good. I doubt they have another fighter. Or, I spoke too soon. Empoleon's going to be good. And as soon as I say that, an electric type comes out. The Ampharos over here. So we do resist the electric moves. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. Don't think it's going to be a Dragon Pulse. And it's absolutely not going to be a Focus Blast. So farm down, potentially. Could have done that. Let's see if they get a shield here. Alright, so maybe something back there that does not want to see Roserade. So I think I do want to shield this up and then swap into our Empoleon here. Right, swapping into farming down. Okay, never mind. We got other plans here. What am I talking about? Oh boy, another Leaf Storm, folks. Let's go. Swampert's gonna... the whole family is gone. So, alright, good games. Moving on to the next one. Felt kind of dirty using this Granbull, but hey, it is what it is. If you can use it, it is gonna be used. Alright, yeah, so we had a great lead. They swap into the Clefable. We bring in our Roserade with the Poison Jab. Super effective. Going for the Weather Ball. And one more Poison Jab takes them out. They're going to be coming back in here with that Glade, doing super effective with Confusion. And we're going to be able to put on the damage here. Yeah, it's super effective, but it does charge pretty fast still with Poison Jab. Weather Ball requires very little energy, so we're going to be able to spam and get the shield. Just come back in here with Granbull. So we're going to let this go through. More than likely yeah, it's a Leaf Ball. I was going to say close combat. Because it can do a little bit more damage if you're just trying to do that and go. And we have an Empoleon in the back. So I have two shields. We basically have won this here. We can't necessarily say 100% because there is a win con for them. But it's pretty grim. Actually, is there even a win con here? Maybe if I screw it up, if I overfarm and let it go through. So let's see how this plays out. Using our first shield, building up, letting our Empoleon get pretty low here. and our Granbull is in the back. That charm, it just, oh wow, simultaneous swap, that's right, the game was lagging. How annoying, but we're able to get that swap there right as they went in, and then we take the win with the charm down. Pretty ridiculous. Let's get it. Into the next battle, we're met with a Alolan Ninetales Powdered Snow. So the only problem here is the fact that they're going to be able to spam their Weather Ball very fast. Obviously a lot faster than we can get off our charge move. So they're swapping because, well, we shielded up that first Weather Ball. We were going to be able to take them down with their quick moves. They're going to bring in that XL Galarian Stunfisk close combating, getting a shield. We're going to go ahead and let this Rock Slide go through. We don't want to use that last shield. We can go back in here with the Empoleon. We just need to look out for Earthquake. And we are going to call this as a Rock Slide here. So perfect, not using that shield. Farming up a bit extra here since they did get off their energy. And we're going to have a little bit residual for the next Pokemon. One shield left on their end, and they have a Jellicent. Now this is going to be pretty annoying for me here. Because of the Poison Jab, it's not very effective. If we can get a Leaf Storm through, obviously that's going to one-shot it, but that's going to require me to get it through. So let's see how that does play out here. And it does charge a fairly decent rate, I suppose, with Poison Jab as compared to Bullet Seed. They're going to be swapping into their Ninetales, and now I have to really make some decisions here. Shielding up this Weather Ball and building up to 2 Weather Balls ourselves. Going to go ahead and throw the first one. I'm thinking there's no way we're going to be able to build up to the Leaf Storm after we get off all this energy here, and if we don't go for it, well, they're going to take us out with a Weather Ball. So in comes the Jellicent. We still have a little energy built up, and can we, folks? We get to the Leaf Storm. I can't believe it. It was incredible, and this is going to go ahead and one-shot the Jellicent. We take the win with the Showcase Roserade. Let's get it. Alrighty, what are we going to see with the Granbull? Oh, okay, this is just beautiful. You already know they're going to swap into their Clefable. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Roserade, and we're in swap heaven. Okay, and we're going to build up extra energy here. Could have maybe went for Leaf Storm, I think. Let's see. Yeah. And they're... Oh, okay. We played that beautifully. Never mind. That was just too good. And they're bringing back in that Obstagoon here. Now we're going to go ahead and go for Leaf Storm again. We're just going crazy with this thing. Having a blast. Quite literally. Look at that. And for some odd reason, I'm thinking, you know what? Let's try to just sweep up with this Roserade here. And I shield up. And what's in the back? Well, it's a Talonflame. Absolutely something we do not want to see. So we're going to go ahead and at least get this off and swap into our Empoleon before things get a little out of hand. So at this point, what's going to happen is we're not going to throw any charge moves. We're just going to farm it down. Let this first one go through. And yeah, simple as that. I wanted there to be something back here that the Roserade could take on, but this is not happening. If we had Sludge Bomb, you know, that's a different story, but not with the moves that we did have. Anyways, into the next battle here, taking the win for the last one. Good game. We're met with another Alolan Ninetales, and we're just going to play this out the same way that we did before. Shield up the first one, and then get off the crunch. It usually will result in a double KO or they swap out. I do believe we may get a double KO for this one here. So they're going for the Weather Ball, Powdered Snow, Powdered Snow. We go for the crunch. We're going to get a shield from them, and then the... Let's check it out. And a double KO. There you go. Just like we said there. So we're going to kind of think about what they have at the back. I was thinking maybe they wanted to take out Grass and, I don't know, go in with Roserade. So it ends up being a Dragonite. We swap to catch the Dragon Claw. And they have a Galvantula XL back there. So I had to make the call. They're going to go lunge or discharge. Is this crazy for me to shield this up? I think... Maybe a little bit, because I have the Roserade. We could have went in there and, you know, Poison Jab that thing and just farmed it down potentially. We couldn't even get off that Hydro Cannon, but we are able to go in here and throw the Weather Ball before they get off their charge move, which is a big deal because they had a lot of energy. Bringing in that Dragonite. I don't know about this one. Gonna go for the Weather Ball. I think it's gonna be a little close, but can we do it? Come on, Roserade. Oh my goodness. That was a jump up win right there for sure. All right, for the next battle here, you wanted to see it going up against something that we're not very effective to, specifically the Talonflame. How good can the Shadow Granbull hold up against it? Well, take a look. We're about even in that health there as far as the quick moves. We're deciding to let that go through. Don't know how much of a good decision that was going to be. My thought process here was, okay, get a shield, go in here with Empoleon, farm down, and... I don't remember if I shield this. Yeah, we shielded up because it's going to be quite a bit of damage here. And they're swapping into an Altaria. Oh, we're simply going to hold our ground here. Their other Pokemon is pretty low, and the only mystery left is what are they going to have in the back. I'm thinking if they have a Talonflame, the Roserade's going to be doing pretty good for whatever they do have back there. That's just my guess. We'll see. So we have this ongoing battle here. Who is it better for? I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head, but I'm going to probably have to say Empoleon, especially my rank 3 with high defense here. And yeah, going to get to another Drill Peck. Looking good. If they want to shield this up to win the swap, I suppose. But they're letting it go. Holding on to that last shield. They got a Lapras back there. Oh boy, it's this battle. Okay, so we're taking super effective from the quick move. And I use my shield here to preserve our health because I figured it might be a Surf, but it doesn't really matter. It's not looking good for us at all. So we're going for a Wither Ball, taking out the Talonflame, funny enough. Now, Leaf Storm will KO, obviously, but there's no way in heck they're going to be letting me get that through. Getting hit by the Surf, we go for the Wither Ball, just, maybe I'm thinking I can survive the, next couple of quick moves to get there, but that doesn't happen, and they take the win. And good game. Moving on to our next opponent, we're met with a Machamp. Oh boy, Shadow. And they're swapping into a Jellicent. We're going to go ahead and bring in Roserade here. You want to see a Leaf Storm? I do. Let's see if we can connect one of those. And they're going to go ahead and go Bubble Beam, lowering our attack, bringing in their confidence up to let our charge moves go through. And that's great. Exactly. Go ahead, let them go through. One shot Leaf Storm with an extra poison jab. Let's go with the lowered attack. Are you kidding me? Alrighty, bringing in that Machamp. Boy, that's a good sign if they're bringing in a Machamp to go up against this Roserade here. Getting off the Wither Ball. Man, we could have just went Leaf Storm again and going for another one. They're really building up a lot of energy. We got to actually kind of be careful for that thing. I know the Granbull could take it out instantly, but still, a Rock Slide is going to do a lot. So we're going to go ahead and swap to take him out. But they're going to be swapping themselves into their last Pokemon, which is going to be an Abomasnow normal. And we will finally use a shield for that Weather Ball here. I do believe we actually double shield this. Yeah, that's the case. Because we want to get to that Machamp with this Charm here. So they're bringing it in. We're going to get that last shield with a Crunch. And let's see if we can actually get a Charm through. No, we can't even get one through. This is going to probably be a Rock Slide here. Or a Cross Chop. And then a counter. And the Charm still doesn't get through. That's one of the things about it, is it's very slow to register damage. That Machamp was able to put in some work. And then put in work into that Empoleon. We're able to take him out, though, because we had a bunch of health. Next battle, we're met with another Ninetales, yet again with a Powdered Snow quick move. So again, we're just going to shield up once, then just hold the line. Let it go after that. If they decide to swap, we'll swap accordingly here. So we're going to let this one go through. We do not want to double shield this. And get to the Crunch, have them use a shield, and maybe we can have a double KO here again. Maybe that was IV specific. They're going to let it go down, holding on to their shield, bringing in a Clefable. Perfect. We have two Pokemon we can use. So I decided to go in here with Empoleon because we do resist the Psychic as well, as opposed to the Roserade taking super effective because of the poison typing. So that works out great. They're going to retreat into their Umbreon here. And now we have a problem. And I make some errors. I'll show you. I wouldn't really call them errors. It's just trying to call them shielding up or not. You're trying to get their shields. That kind of stuff is going to happen. So you'll see what I'm talking about here. Bringing in the Roserade. We're not exactly going to be the tankiest thing around. As you can see, that Foul Play digging in quite significantly. And we're not really doing too much damage to it. Now, for now, we could have went for the Leaf Storm. Now, what I was fearing is the fact that they may have shielded it up, since they still have their shields. And then we were going to lower our defense. So we would have been in a bad situation. Well, they have one shield left. But if I would have done that, yes, we could have potentially won. We do shield that up, and yeah, it's all going to be downhill here. I think I did have some sort of an opportunity to win this, but you live and you learn. You can't win them all, and it is what it is. Umbreon's a very hard opponent if you don't have something that's actually going to be really good up against it. So that's the way it works. Hey, I'm over here using a Shadow XL Charm Granbull. So we had the Pokemon, it just didn't line up. That would have melted it away. Into the next battle, we're going to be met with a Swampert. And again, we know this does not have Sludge Wave. It has Earthquake here. Is our opponent. Well, it doesn't really matter if they go for Earthquake. They can go 2 Hydro Cannons. We're so squishy that we're just going to shield it up anyway. And this is pretty awesome. So we go for the Crunch here. And then we're going to let this next Hydro Cannon go through. We're going to survive with a sliver of health. And I do believe we're going to be able to take them out. Or they're swapping. Okay, great. And what we're going to do now is bring in that Roserade with that Wither Ball that we've seen. If they don't shield this up, it's good night, sleep tight for that Escavalier. No problem. So we're getting their last shield here. We're also going to be shielding up this Aerial Ace or potential Drill Run. Aerial Ace it is. would have done a lot of damage, and I want to keep this thing healthy here. So we're going to go ahead and throw this as soon as we get it and not mess around, because that does charge at a pretty fast rate. One-shotting it. What do they have back here for my Roserade to take care of? And they're coming in with a Surfetched. Alright, just going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball here. Now, I could have made it to the Leaf Storm, potentially. They go for the Night Slash. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and throw that. Swap into our Empoleon here. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. This is our win con. Since I didn't go for the Leaf Storm, now I have to do this. Swap into this. They're going to go into their Swampert. We farm them down, and now we're just going to hit this Hydro Cannon and take the win with the Empoleon. This team is so much fun. And if you're thinking, well, can I use regular Granbull? Absolutely. Go for it. Shadow Granbull is just some nonsense. Alright, so if this has Dragon Breath, oh, we're just looking perfect. They're swapping into a Typhlosion. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Empoleon here. And you're not completely safe from fire types when you're Empoleon. You probably already know this. Blast Burn is still going to hurt us a lot. So we're going to shield up that first one and farm it down. Looking good with a bunch of energy. Bringing in that Gyarados. And this is still a good matchup. We resist the Dragon Breath. Aqua Tail's not very effective. Crunch, no big deal. So this is all bonus damage since we did take out the Typhlosion, which our Roserade and Granbull do not really want to see. So we're looking pretty nice here. And we're going to go ahead and just go for that Drill Peck, taking out the Gyarados, and they have a Blaziken in the back. We're going to instantly swap into our Roserade. Seeing that we do have Poison Jab, at least we're doing neutral damage there. We're going to let this go through. You know, it doesn't really matter. At this point, it doesn't really matter. We have the Granbull, so we're just going to go ahead and throw that in afterwards. Now, what I was thinking is they might have been able to charge up to quite a bit with the counter getting to do Blaze Kicks, but that's not the case. They get one off here, and then the Charm is going to be able to take them out. This team is just, it was so incredible today. It was awesome. So we're met with a Goodra. All right, good lead, of course, and they're going to swap into Snorlax. And we're going to farm a little bit more before we do bring in our Roserade here. And the reason why we do bring in Roserade is because we do resist the superpower, just in case, you know, they have that. If we bring in Empoleon, it's going to be taking a lot of damage from that, and we don't really want that. But unfortunately, we're still taking a lot of damage from Body Slam, so kind of stuck in this situation with the Snorlax. Letting it go through, kind of regretting that, maybe feeling like I should have shielded it. I think we're going to have to be bringing in the Granbull here, and I think we just might shield this up. Yeah, we're just going to simply shield this up here. And we'll be looking good on that energy. Seeing that they are down to shield, they swap back into their Goodra. So I'm thinking that they got a fighter back there or something like that. They're trying to lower our attack. All right. And we're taking them out. We don't get to see what's in the back there. They back out. All right. So moving, we had a lot of people back out. That started occurring quite a bit. I don't blame them. Look at this team, right? So we're met with a Politoed here. Regular form. So it's going to just take some nice normal damage. I say that as I'm using Charm. They go for Earthquake. All right, so I could have told you that they had that because based upon the team that we do have in the back. I know, right? It's like, whenever I say that, I mean, what's the point of even saying that out loud? To be honest, it just I make myself probably sound like an idiot because I can review the video, review the battle, and yeah, I knew it had Earthquake. Oh man, but I'm serious though. There is a way. I'm telling you, there's an algorithm. I'll give you a sneak peek. The Steel type at the back draws out the ground. There you go. That's the little taste of what I'm talking about here. The people that don't think there's an algorithm, they're probably going to go start rearranging their team to test it out. I got to see this. If there was no algorithm and you're so certain, why try, right? But for everybody else, have fun with that little taste of secretness. Anyways, we're met with a Toxicroak here. We're going to shield that up. It's obviously going to be a Sludge Bomb. And they have an Aggron. We're just going to go ahead and throw this. And then swap into Roserade. And they're going to bring in a Dragonite. So Roserade, look at this damage with Poison Jab still. It doesn't matter. Oh, Weather Ball's resisted fire. Oh, yeah. That's okay. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go ahead and just throw another one of these, obviously. Get off as much damage as we can here, letting it go through, and looks like they're banking on the Aggron being able to take on whatever's in the back here, seeing that they already seen the Granbull, but we have an Empoleon, and this is just a nightmare for it. I mean, if they got Thunder through, that's another case, but it's not happening. It takes forever to charge up there. So, all right, that's about it, folks, and I'm showing you this part right here because you know what I think Niantic should do? I'm not trying to throw into more of the complaining going on. We're not complaining, the concerns. But how about if we hit more than 2 excellent curve throws in a row? It's an instant catch. How about that? Because it's like really annoying. Every time I see a legendary, I roll my eyes. Like when it's a reward, I'm like, oh gosh, oh brother, whatever. Here we go. I know I'm not trying to sound like a degenerate or anything. I'm glad that the legendaries are here, but come on. Yeah, anyways, with that said, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll be catching you all on my next video. Take care, trainers, and thank you for watching.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!